Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 93, Sometimes the Boy. In this week's edition of Banter in the Box, we've got your game week 17 winners and losers, one manager of the season point for the 4 game week winners, and where they had them, one manager of the season point lost for the game week 17 losers. And we've also got a manager of the season update. Who the fuck is that? Rolled over for a third week. Did anyone pick up those 3 manager of the season points? And it was a pretty low scoring game week 17. FA Cup last weekend and some League Cup ties in the week. Many Premier League sides fielding in weakened sides threw up some strange scores. 3 managers going into the transfer market this week, including league leaders Antonio Conte's Barmy Army, despite having spent a 4th week at the top of the table, extending their lead over second place Poppy's Players to 7 points. Antonio Conte's Barmy Army manager Niall still felt the need to go into the transfer market. If that's not a reason why everyone else in the league who's struggling to keep pace with Niall should follow suit and go into the transfer market, including all of those managers that haven't yet made a transfer, then I don't know what is. Niall bidding to become the first debutant to win the Family Fantasy Football League since Wayne Robinson way back in 2000, 23 years ago. Can he do it? There is a long way to go. And in fact, none of the current top 4 have ever won the Family Fantasy Football League before. Could we be seeing a new name on the trophy this season? Your game week 17 winners take a bow. Ryan Perrin, Pez United, climbed 1 place up to 27th. The highest position that Ryan has been since game week 10. Take a bow also Coldplay United's Martin Maloney. He was the biggest climber this week, up 2 places to 23rd, which is the highest he's been since game week 11. Take a bow also the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby. It's turning into be quite a good season for Simon, a former FFFL winner quite a while ago. He climbed another place up to 12th, steadily climbing the table as the season goes on. That's the highest that Simon has been since the 3rd of September 2021. But the biggest take a bow of all, never the boys manager Jack Hoxby. Stayed 29th in the relegation zone but picked up a first weekly win of the season with just 48 points. I said it was a low scoring week. 1 manager of the season point to those 4. Your game week 17 losers. Hide your head in shame. No happy endings manager Di Maloney. Dropped another place down to 15th. You have to go back to the 25th of March for the last time Di was as low as 15th. Hide your head in shame also Megan Hoxley Chamberlain, down 1 place to 24th. You have to go back to the 10th of September 2021 for the last time that Megan was as low as 24th in the table. Hide your head in shame debut manager Dial Square FC, who dropped a place to 28th. That's the lowest that Mark Collier has ever been in this his debut season. And hide your head in shame again, great Uncle George stayed rooted to the bottom of the Family Fantasy Football League. He was the lowest scorer this week, registering a -2. 1 manager of the season point lost if any of those managers had a manager of the season point. Who the fuck is that? Rolled over for a 3rd week. 4 managers have to go this week. Hatch United manager Neil Hatch thought that was a picture of Gobi Desert Canoe Club's Pops Hoxby. The Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby, currently leading the manager of the season table, he thought that was a picture of No Fucking Chance FC manager Angela Addis. On the Buses manager Sarah Goodwin and Benny United manager Mark Benwell both thought that that was a picture of the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby. I can reveal that it was in fact a picture of Angela Addis, Norfolk and Chance FC manager. So that is 3 manager of the season points to the Big Knobs manager Simon Hoxby, which means the manager of the season table looks like this. Ryan Perrin climbing up to joint 6th, Megan Hoxby dropping to joint 6th, and Simon Hoxby picking up a massive 4 points. 1 for being a game week 17 winner and 3 points for getting the who the fuck is that. He's now 10 points clear. 1 hand on that manager of the season trophy and the £15 million of free tactical gambits in prize money. But there is a long way to go, and your chance to earn a manager of the season point next week is another who the fuck is that. It's a current Family Fantasy Football League manager. If you can tell me who that is, you will earn yourself a manager of the season point. That is your Banter in the Box for this week. There is going to be another video on the Family Fantasy Football League YouTube channel very soon, possibly later on today. It is the long-awaited second round draw of the Family Fantasy Football League Cup. So keep your eye out for that. But until next week, bye-bye.